Assalamu alaikum, Aibuan, Wanakkam. Most of you rugby fans would have heard about the All Blacks. I personally am an absolute All Blacks fan. When my dad was living, we used to watch these games. He was very passionate about the All Blacks. One thing is he liked his favorite team locally was the CRNFC. And also internationally, it was basically the All Blacks. So about the haka and then watching the haka and then passionate about the whole thing. And then the team itself. It had a lot of passion behind their whole game. And to date, it's the same. And I have grown with that passion also. The great Steve Hansen is the former All Blacks coach who was basically regarded now as one of the most successful coaches in the history of rugby, because he was having such a high win rate when he left. It was over an 82 to 85% if I'm not mistaken, and also a World Cup, 2 World Cups under his belt, one under his as the head coach and one when he was assistant. But then in his reign, they had an amazing dominant role as an All Black team. There's a concept he talks about, and that's something I just want to touch upon. He coined this thing about walking towards pressure, and that really caught me. Basically, the All Blacks, how he invented the team, and he brought this concept of walking towards pressure. Most of the time, when pressure comes in, lots of people tend to crumble. They crack under pressure when they face the pressure. They built this system, the All Blacks, through their experience, where when they have pressure, especially in a last minute game and when they are training towards the game, and it's a tough team, when you're in the world stage, walking towards pressure, seeing that pressure eye to eye and then walking towards it. And this mentality was built within the team. What do they mean by walking towards pressure? Basically, to face the pressure. You look at it, you take it head on, and then you handle that pressure. And that intrigued me. And I tried it out in certain areas, and it works. Just imagine, when you're under pressure, it gets you into a state of frenzy. It gets you into a state of uncomfort. But that pressure, when you take it on as a challenge, when you say, okay, I'm going to face this pressure, bring it on. When you build that mindset of bring the pressure on, and then you take it head on, when you walk towards that pressure, you're able to handle yourself better, bring out the best in you, and not get caught in the pressure of things and then lose yourself. So build that mindset of walking towards pressure. There are so many different types of pressures in our life in different angles. It can be work, it can be personal life. Face it. And what do I mean by facing it? Understand what you're going through. Know that this is it. Take time to think about it and then break it down. Break it down into small chunks. You can't handle everything at once. You break it down into small chunks. They talk about every day, on the day of the game, they talk about the game only, not the entire tournament. Just like that, we talk about what we have now. You break it into chunks. Break your pressure into chunks and handle it chunk by chunk. And when you do that, you are able to handle pressure even better. So when you have pressure, walk towards the pressure, face the pressure, and you will be able to handle it better. Given there are lots of other different types of pressures in life, this is one way of coping, because life is going to keep on throwing different challenges in our way at any given time. The most successful man in this world or woman, and the worst, everyone goes through pressure. It's the way we are handling it, the way we learn to handle it is how it will give us that mental satisfaction and contentment. End of the day, it's contentment that is needed in life. More than money and power, you need to have peace of mind and contentment. If you can handle pressure well, this is achievable. I wish you all the very best in walking towards pressure, breaking it down to small chunks and handling it step by step. All the very best to you. Assalamu alaikum.